So this is the second session of our medical Qigong breathing practice and body practice. We're going to talk now about the methodology that we use in medical Qigong. Okay? So in medical Qigong we have three bodies. It's said that we have three different aspects of the one whole body. We have the spiritual body, which goes out several feet away from us, depending on how strong it is. We have the emotional body, which is connected to your breath. And then we have the physical body, which is connected to your posture, your strength, etc. So those are the three bodies. And with those three bodies, they all have to be in harmony and free of disease, because one obviously affects the other. So we have the method that we need to purge those three bodies, take all the toxins, all the diseases, all the emotions that affect us negatively out of the body. That's called purging. The second thing that we're going to do is to tonify, which means to bring good, fresh, clean energy back into the body to nourish the tissues and promote health. The third thing that we're going to do is called regulation. Regulation basically means whatever you've put out and taken in, you're going to balance that. You're going to move it through the body so you have circulation of energy, which is qi. Okay? So those are the three bodies. And the methodology is to purge, tonify, and regulate, and it's usually done in that order. And certainly for a beginner, it would be done in that order. Okay? So we also have something called the three regulations. We regulate the mind, we regulate the posture, and we regulate the breathing. So the first session we were regulating the breathing by focusing on the breathing, paying attention to the breathing, using natural breathing without holding the breath, etc. That's called regulating the breathing to be natural. You may have noticed that you calm down, you breathe deeper, you bring more oxygen into the body, and you exhale more carbon dioxide, etc., which is all very good for your health. Okay, so regulate the breath. The mind is regulated by keeping it calm and not distracted. So in the first breathing method, when I asked you to focus on your hands and count, you were distracted by two things. Okay, so you can compare that. If you go back to the breathing, you'll see when you're too much focused on one thing, you can't focus on relaxing and breathing. All right, so we want to calm down the mind. The mind should be always relaxed without being in a state of upset. Okay, so we use when you practice the regulation of the breathing, it has it calms down the mind, so you can feel that connection. Then we also have the physical body. The physical body is regulated through the movement. So when you move properly, the movement of the body stimulates your natural breathing, and that natural breathing calms down your mind. Okay, so it affects the whole thing. Posture, mind and breath, they're working together. We're going to do a practice for purging, because that's, again, what I said we would start with. So the purging that we're going to do is a practice called Jinglo. And Jinglo translates as channels and collaterals. So if you know anything about 2CM theory, we have channels, chi channels that go excuse me, on the front of the body from the feet. They come up into the torso, into the organs, and from the organs they go from the arms to the fingers. So if you see me from here, we're going to say that this is, you're looking at my yin channels. They're connected to my 6 major organs. But if I turn around, the energy flows from the tips of my fingers down the back of my arms, down the back and sides of the body, down the legs, and out the feet. That flows in that direction for the yang organs, of which there are 6, and they are the 6 bowels in the body. So anyway, we want to follow the movement of the channels, because what we're doing is we're cleansing the channels, and we're cleansing the organs, the tissues, the bones, the emotions, anything that we don't want, which is causing us disease or discomfort. We want to take that out of the body and get rid of it. So what we do is we use the earth as a natural cleansing process. So we're going to throw all the dirt into the earth, right? It has dirt anyway, so it's not going to affect it. It's fine. So we throw all that dirty energy into the ground. So the Jinglo is a general kind of a cleansing for the whole body. So it cleanses your spiritual energy, which radiates outside. You can't see it, but some people see it as an aura, right? Or it also cleanses your tissues on the surface and just a little inside, and it cleanses your bones, your organs, and everything deep inside the body, even your center of your body, okay? So with Jinglo, I'll just show it to you so you can see what it looks like in the beginning. I'll take the hands, and I'm going to, you can touch or not touch, but it's kind of like patting a cat. It's very soft if you're touching, okay? And if not, you can just hover about a couple of inches over. Can you feel something when you do that? No? Okay. Some people do, actually. Some people, if you spend a little time and you have a lot of chi in your hands, if your hands are warm, you might feel the hair standing up. Actually, your hands are very magnetic. So what they do is they suck the dirty chi out of the body. So you can imagine your hands as washcloths, okay? So if you don't feel it, that's okay. Someday you will, all right? So you take your hands and you go from your toes, all right? I'm not going to touch. I'm just going to come up the inside of my legs. The palm should face the body. And come up the front of the body. Now here's the tricky part. You're going to cross your hands over here. One hand's going to go twist to the inside. So what you have to do is, from here, you have to put your hands on the fleshy part, like that. Yeah, okay? So you're here on the body, then both hands face each other. Okay, so now you're on the arms, and then you'll pull to the fingers and pull all that energy out of your fingers, pick it up, and throw it into the ground. Yeah, so when you throw something, right? You say throw a baseball, go ahead, pretend.
I'm not good at throwing balls.
What do you do? Okay, I think, did you hold your breath?
Probably.
Okay, try it again and focus on your breathing. Great, okay, so now I heard it. Inhale, exhale. Good, so you're throwing energy out, and that energy that you throw gives you force and power, right? Just like we did with the Taoist breath, okay? So when we throw out, we're going to do the same thing. Again, let's do it now from your feet. So you're going to inhale. You can exhale whenever you want. Okay, come up. Inhale again, pull, take a breath in, and now, yeah, good, throw it into the ground. Now, how do you feel? Can you feel that?
Yeah, that feels nice.
It feels different, doesn't it? Something is going on now different with the breathing. Once you add the breathing, you hold your breath, nothing happens. That's called stagnation. So we do want to use the breath. That's called aspiration. When you breathe and you make a sound, it vacuums out whatever's in the body, okay? So that's the front. That's the in channels. We need to do it in the back of the body as well. So you'll take your fingers and you'll go from the back of the hands to the elbows, okay? Yeah, palms facing the back of the body, so over your side of your head, back of your neck. You can't go behind the back, so we're just going to come down the sides, that's okay. Side of the body, as if you're pushing. Push it down towards your toes. Now pull it out of your toes, pick it up. Yes, like that. Woo! Huh? You feel that? So your breathing creates quite a strong response in the body. So that's just getting everything out. You feel that tingling energy as you activate it, that chi. Okay, so we need to do that a minimum of 3 times, a maximum of 5 times. So we say 1 is just to get used to it, right? Okay. The second time is to deepen that practice. So let's do it again without stopping. From your toes, up the inside of your legs, front of your body, inside of your arms, pull out your fingers. Good. Imagine you've gotten all that stuff out. Now we're going to go down the back of the arms to the elbows, to the shoulders, facing the sides of your head, back of your head, down the sides of the body, Sides and back of the legs, pull out of your toes. There. Oh, was that number 2? Okay, so we have 3 more. So the next 3 we're going to do for the spiritual level, the emotional level, and then the physical, very deep level. Okay, so now you can hover your hands and imagine you're clearing the outer energetic field from your toes up the inside of your legs. So now our spiritual energy outside is clear. The next one is going to be the tissues itself, the muscles. Any pain or discomfort in the feet, front inside of the leg, torso, and arms, pull it out. Back of the arms, clear your head. Pull it from the head down to your feet. Pull it out. Good. And the last one is going to be deep inside the internal organs. So you can do this slowly too, and pay attention to any organ. If there's a disease in a particular organ, you can imagine pulling it out and throwing it out of your body. Okay? Pain in your knee, pull that out. Too much in your head, pull that out. Okay? Feel it gone. Feel your body cleansed. And now relax. Just feel how your body feels different now as you've cleansed everything, all the toxins out. Feel your mind calm, relaxed, body more open, less tension. Relax and come back to your natural breathing, so just feeling your breath again. So this is going to put you into something called Wuji Posture. Your feet are parallel, your ankles, knees relax. So loosen your knees a little, loosen your hip joints. Relax your waist, drop your shoulders, expand your head up towards the ceiling. Just allow yourself to be suspended in the space. This is a tonification process. So once you've cleansed the body, taken all the diseases out, then you need to bring back in fresh energy. So we're relaxing the ankles, the knees, and the hips, relaxing the waist, dropping the shoulders down, relax the chest, and pull the head upward as if you're touching the top of the head to the ceiling. Relax your eyes, and don't look at anything in particular, just feeling the breath. So we're going to bring in the energy from outside of us, inside of us with this 1 to 4 count practice. We have a rhyme to help you remember. So it's called 1 is fun, 2 is shoe, 3 is tree, and 4 is core. So if we start with 1 is fun, you're going to imagine that you're standing under perhaps a warm sun, if that's what you like. Or you can imagine yourself enveloped in a nice smile. And you can also put a smile on your face to help yourself relax. And you'll scan from the top of your head down the front of the body to your feet. And as you're scanning down, you're smiling into the tissues or feeling a warm sun open up the pores of your skin. Open up the joints of the body. Just feel as if you're opening up like a flower under the sunshine. So from the top of your head, you'll relax your forehead, eyebrows, eyelids, cheeks, front of your ears. Feel the pores expanding, tension releasing from the face. Relax the lips and chin. Slowly scan the neck, relax the neck, shoulders, in front of your arms, front of your chest, waist, hips, all the way down the front of your legs. Relax your knees and thighs and down to your feet. You'll do the same over the back of the body. Come to the top of the head and relax the back of your head, ears, back of your neck. Going all the way down the back to the hips, down the back of the legs to the heels. Relax and expand the back of the body. Connect that to the front of the body. And we'll go back to the top of the head, smile into the inner parts of the body, starting with the brain. So relax all your thoughts and judgments. Relax your mind. Relax and open your sinuses, ear canals, and throat. Going down into the chest, relax your lungs and heart. At the same time, going down the bones of the arms, feel the bone marrow relaxing and expanding. Smiling into each internal organ as you go down, your stomach, liver, spleen, kidneys, bowels, reproductive organs, everything inside the body, muscles and tissues. Relax. Going into the pelvic area and then down the legs, the bones of the legs relax, and down to the feet. So the first one, that's one is fun, to relax the body. Secondly, two is to root and ground the lower body into the earth. Make sure you keep the head suspended up to the ceiling. Sink the hips down to the ground and feel the bottom of your feet melting into the floor like ice cubes on a hot pavement. 3 is tree. Imagine you're like a pine tree and you've got roots growing out the bottom of your feet deep into the earth in all directions, spiraling down, anchoring you into the ground. Feel yourself standing like a pine tree, upright, straight, and rooted. The last one, 4, is core. This is where we bring energy into the body. And here we can use the reverse breathing. But first of all, don't worry about that as I talk you through it. We'll add that later. So use your mind, take your roots deep into the core of the earth. When you feel them deep in the core of the earth, imagine that the roots are like straws and you're sucking energy up from the core of the earth to the bottom of your feet. From the bottom of your feet going up the legs, like 2 straws. Suck up your legs to your tailbone. Feel the energy at the tailbone rising slowly up your spine, like a thermometer. All the way up, bring it to the top of the head. And use your mind to trace a line down now. Place the tongue on the roof of your mouth behind the top teeth. And feel like a waterfall, the energy flowing down over your forehead, nose to the tip of your tongue. Down the tongue to the front of the neck, down through the chest, solar plexus, and then down into your lower dantian, which is just a little below and inside the navel. So now your circuit is coming from the core of the earth, up the roots, up the legs, up the spine to the top of the head, and then flowing down the front. It's going to go into the dantian, and it's going to fill it up like a pot. Okay? Imagine this, a pot that you're filling up. So now that you've got that line in your mind, we're going to use the breathing. Okay? So you're going to be inhaling from the center of the earth. You're going to inhale up the legs, up the spine, all the way up to the top of the head. And you'll exhale as it goes down into the dantian. And we go back from the center of the earth. Inhale up the legs, up the spine, all the way up to the top of the head. Exhale down, filling the dantian. It's like a water fountain filling a bowl. Inhale up. Relax your breath. Exhale down. So you just follow the breath. You don't need to force. Inhale up. And exhale down. Feel the lower dantian filling up with the energy from the earth. You may tend to feel like it's getting heavier and sinking towards the ground. Once your breath is relaxed and you're feeling comfortable, you can add the reverse breathing. So when you inhale again, you're going to be pulling the abdomen very gently in from down here. And inhale all the way up to the top of your head. Push the abdomen gently out as you exhale, and it fills up. It's going to get fuller. It's going to expand outward, right? Okay. So you pull it in to inhale up the top of the head. And as you fill it up, it gets bigger and it expands outward. Try that a couple more times. Use your mind to lead the chi to the top of the head and then down and filling up the dantian. And when your dantian is full, you can just go back and relax to your normal breathing. So that's the practice of tonification. So by using reverse breathing, we suck a lot of energy up into the body, bring it up through what we call the microcosmic orbit, which connects up to the internal organs. It puts a lot of chi into the internal organs and then sends it down and fills up your physical center. So again, you might feel the difference between just natural breathing and doing it, and then when you add the reverse breathing, generally the feeling is much stronger. Remember that the reverse breathing raises up things. It raises up your blood pressure, right? On the inhalation particularly. Anytime you inhale long and deep, you're raising the blood pressure. But when you exhale, it's going back down again, okay? So when you breathe normally and you have the same inhale and the same amount of exhale, that's usually a regulatory breath. But if you inhale more than exhale, you will be putting a lot of energy into the body. If you exhale more than inhale, you will be taking more energy out of the body. So in the first Jing Lo, when we wanted to take energy out, we did a long exhale. Cool, right? Threw it into the ground. Now you'll notice it's a long inhale from the earth, long inhale, reverse breathing, bring it all the way up, and then a shorter exhale down, okay? Yeah, so and it's filling. So that's a nice practice to do with the reverse breathing as long as you're comfortable with it. Otherwise, you can go back to normal breathing. So that's tonification. Now, the last thing that we're going to do is called regulation. It's a very quick exercise. To regulate the chi means to balance. So now that we've taken out, we put back in. We're just going to relax and do this ending practice called pulling down the heavens. So just as it sounds, you can reach up, like you're reaching up into the heavens, pull all the energy above you in toward your top of you, and then like a chi shower or a heavenly shower, let it flow down over the front of your face. Relax your neck, torso. Guide that chi to your lower dantian, so that's just about 4 fingers below your navel. Seal your hands and feel the energy collecting inside. Okay. So I'm going to do that again, very simply. Drop your hands, raise up. feel your breathing, natural breathing. Go down over the back of the body this time, so relax the back of your head, back of your neck, down over your spine, in the lower back and into your physical center. Good. And now when you raise your arms, inhale normal breathing. Exhale, normal breathing. Bring it down the inside through the mind, head, organs, and down to your physical center. Seal the energy in. And then back to what we called Wuji, standing in a relaxed way. Okay, so you don't need to think about the breathing other than just inhale up and exhale down, or alternatively, you can inhale, exhale, inhale. You can go slow and just breathe naturally, okay? There's no particular breathe into this. But just notice how you are breathing. And that completes our 3 regulatory actions and purge, tonify, regulate.
Thank you.
Thank you.